Welcome to my brief presentation. My name is Vladimir Valjarevic, and I would like to talk about the importance of simultaneous training of ear and fingers in young pianists, a topic that has interested me for a long time. Too often, the emphasis is placed on the finger training in piano teaching to the detriment of good listening. Developing ears and fingers in synchronicity is of utmost importance and should be nurtured from the first contact with the instrument. I will speak about a couple of important concepts and offer ways to support simultaneous training of ears and fingers in children. The role of the artistic image is paramount. Heinrich Neuhaus says, "My method of teaching, briefly, consists of ensuring that the player should, as early as possible, grasp what we call the artistic image, that is, the content, meaning, the poetic substance, the essence of the music, and be able to understand thoroughly in theory of music, what it is he is dealing with. A clear understanding of this goal enables player to strive for it, to attain it, and embody it in his performance. And that is what technique is about. From the earliest contact with the instrument, it is important to cultivate the artistic image. It is born from the successful interpretation of the affect of the composition. Once achieved and internalized by the performer, it arouses similar experiences in the audiences who respond to nuanced execution, subtle pacing, wide gradations, and genuine expression in performance. In this way, effective exchange between performer and audience becomes vibrant and nearly tangible. Such an atmosphere fosters the magic of artistic communication, conveying powerful emotional states without words and through the language of sound. The importance of mindful and refined ears in this process is supreme. Sound piano pedagogy trains both the ear and fingers from an early age. The well-trained ear enables the fingers to create endless varieties and nuances of pianistic expression at the piano and achieve the desired artistic image. Grigory Kogan says, "To learn how to hear, to educate the ear, to develop a student's sense of voicing and timbre in nuanced hearing. This is the first task of a pedagogue musician, a defining pillar of his work. Indeed, refining the ear and creating a happy union with fingers as the executors of its ideas should be one of the primary goals of every piano teacher. No student is too young or piece too simple to fashion the artistic image, while ears and fingers work in chorus to achieve it." I would like to suggest several pathways for developing and sensitizing child's listening skills while working on finger dexterity and agility. Warm-up exercises are a welcome part of the piano lesson. There are numerous ways of warming up, depending on current repertoire needs and technical goals. Among the many possible technical tasks is the development of a nuanced dynamic range, legato, staccato, velocity, flexibility, soft dynamics, while always orally supervising beautifully sculpted phrases. Warm-up exercises may be changed and varied based on the weekly needs of the student. Etudes are important avenues for the development of pianism. It is vital to use them as the training ground for the ear and overall musicality, not as an empty boost for mechanical finger movements. Learning by ear should be introduced from the earliest piano lessons. Folk tunes and nursery rhymes are preferable, as children respond with enthusiasm to melodies that they already know or are attracted to with their simplicity and tunefulness. Once learned, these melodies could be accompanied by the teacher, providing a duet experience which will further train the ears through application of both richer harmony and stability of rhythm. Furthermore, as a welcome exercise for the ear, they can be transposed to a variety of keys. Learning by ear should always come paired with opportunities for note learning and reading. Simple improvisation aids imagination, creativity, oral perception, and sensitivity. In addition, it helps build confidence in public performance through the power of invention and freedom from the confines of the printed page. First experiences in improvisation may be guided with clearly set parameters, such as playing on certain black and/or white keys, as well as strumming the strings. This approach carries over to guided composition in its earliest endeavors, where the student works within parameters previously established by the teacher. A composition may feature a predetermined number of measures, note values, dynamics, articulations, artistic images, texts. The possibilities are endless. Programmatic pieces are inspiring and exciting for young students. They stimulate artistic imagination with their descriptive programs and titles. Such compositions could derive from a variety of stories, including those with folk motifs and their narratives. Sight reading is available from the earliest days of piano lessons. Different from methodical practicing, sight reading requires playing through an unknown piece from the beginning to end, regardless of problems encountered along the way. Keeping the pulse, eyes on the score while reading slightly ahead, quickly crafting an artistic image, and recognizing patterns or musical chunks are of great importance. The speed of recognition will depend on the sophistication of pianist's ear and knowledge of theory and ear training. The greater the sophistication and knowledge, the faster and easier it will be for the pianist to turn the symbols on the page into immediate interpretation. With the improvement of sight reading, a young pianist will be able to learn lesson repertoire faster and with greater musical understanding. Sight reading underscores the importance of early studies of theory and ear training, which become the very foundation of its successful application. Sight reading should never be mechanical. The pianist sight reads the artistic image of the piece, along with all other musical components, requiring a nimble and imaginative ear. The repertoire chosen for sight reading should be easier than the lesson pieces, or else the process will inevitably turn into practicing. Duets are a rich possibility for experiencing lush harmony, intricate polyphony, and working on rhythm. The repertoire is vast and available for different levels of accomplishment. One shouldn't forget duets in which the teacher accompanies students' improvisation or composition creations. All these pathways lean into simultaneous development of ears and fingers. Their synchronous training is of crucial importance for the development of a wholesome artist. I urge piano pedagogues to constantly renew their pedagogical toolbox with the desire to continuously inspire and amaze students with music's otherworldly beauty. I wrote in greater depth on this topic in the article titled Capturing the Magic of Pianistic Sound and Touch Toward a Synergy of Ear and Fingers in the Creating of the Artistic Image. It was published in spring 2022 issue of the RAST Musicology Journal. Should you wish to get in touch with me, please see my contact information on the screen. Thank you for viewing my presentation.